congratulate the other honorees, Joe and the Collins family and Doc, two outstanding people, families. Certainly both of them have been mentors, not only, I can certainly say to me, but so many other people in the community. So congratulations, you guys. Nicely done. Nice little dance routine there. I'm also very proud to mention just a few things about Lauren Richardson, who's our recipient. Lauren is an outstanding individual, 96.7 GPA. She is passionate about foreign language, and she is a volunteer in so many things. And she's just going to be an outstanding citizen, I know, in addition to being very successful in her life. So we're very proud of her. We're very proud. I know my mother is very proud that she is our recipient. So nice job, Lauren. Nice job. I'd also just like to mention again Bruce. This is an enormous project, and he's done so much for the town of Lee, and in many ways, coming from the outside, Bruce has really brought the merchants in the downtown and the chamber together for the town of Lee. So nice job, Bruce. You really worked hard. So I know that my mom is killing her that we're here, and she's in Lenox, and that we're all together, a lot of her family, and talking about her. So I'm sure that you know that if she felt up to it, she would be here. I can tell you also that I am very honored to be speaking on behalf of my mother, who is just an exceptional person. Any one of us in this room, any one of the Toole members would love to have the opportunity to say anything about our mother, because we cherish her. She's an amazing, amazing woman. Unfortunately, timing was just not on her side right now. She's had many good years. We're very confident that she's going to have many more. It's just the timing right now is not great, but she's doing good, and she's staying positive and working through things. So if you are all predisposed to pray, we ask you to pray for my mother that she'll make a full recovery. So my mother wanted me to mention a few things, mostly to do with the downtown of Lee, which has been something that's been very near and dear to her heart. My father, as you know, had an office on Main Street for many years, over Owens, and you know, we all spent a lot of time in the town of Lee, and certainly on Main Street. So her reflection over the last 2 or 3 months, and also our family can tell you that this was an event that she was very much looking forward to. I think she mentioned it, what would you say, every other time we talked to her? She brought it up? Probably. So what her reflection was, that how the town has changed. So she kind of started with the Xavier building, where my father had his building. It pointed out all the differences. There used to be the Owens men's clothing, women's clothing store, which is now Xavier's. And then, of course, the Morgan House is still the Morgan House, thanks to the Lorings. And then if you move up the street a little bit, there was the building that Mike McMahon had built, or has rebuilt. And in there used to be a restaurant. There was a women's clothing store that was owned by the Lisses. So a lot of these people are, you know, local family folks. And if you move up the street a little bit more, you know, a lot of those businesses are still there. They have different names on the door. But to her, Lee was totally unique because it had a whole bunch of characters, which she enjoyed very much. And I'll mention one that she wanted to mention in a minute. And it's a lot of the town is still the same as it was, and that's very important to her, and she wanted me to mention that. She also wanted me to mention an incident that she witnessed, that somebody was walking up the street, and where Paper Dilly is used to be Leahy's news store, or whatever, I forget the name of it. It was Leahy's though, and most of us remember that. And this gentleman walked up to pick up a newspaper, and a voice came out of the paper stand and said, "Put that paper down." So apparently Dick Skinner was across the street in his sewing center and had a little thing rigged up so he could speak and it come out of the microphone and the paper stand. So she just got the biggest kick out of that. She would love to have told that story here tonight, I can tell you. But suffice it to say that she has so many great memories of the town of Lee, and certainly the Main Street. Okay. Go through this quickly. So just one more thing I wanted to say about my mom. I was trying to think about how I could, talk about her just briefly, so that people that maybe didn't know her would get to know her a little bit, and those who do know her would understand what I was saying. So I thought of it this way. This is the 4 F's. This is how my mother lives her life. And those 4 F's are faith, family, friends, and fun.
Yeah. Can I say something?
Sure.
She was also a slave to fashion.
5 F's. Oh my God. She certainly was. So, and those are in order. The first F is faith. My mother has the most incredible faith. It has not only gotten her through so many things in her own life, but she has instilled that in many, many people. And she is, both very proud of her faith, and I would say lives it every day. But that, if there's one thing that is most important to my mother, if there had to be one thing, it would be her faith. So, and I know that we're all counting on that at this point to carry her through to keep going and enjoy much more of her life. Family, 45 descendants, direct descendants of my mother. Most, or a lot of us are here. Everybody would be here probably if she was going to be here. There isn't I think Joe wrote the beautiful description, I thought, in the program today, and there isn't a birthday that goes by that she doesn't recognize. Every single one of those 45, never late, always a birthday card, Christmas card, St. Patrick's Day card, Easter card. I don't know, it goes on.
Valentine's card.
Valentine's card.
Anniversary.
She has it all. You can count on that. Certainly to my mother, every one of her 45 descendants know her. We accept. I know that she knows our newest, Lucia, that Gabe and Bridie just had not that long ago, and we're also waiting on number 46, Luke and Lizzie Toole. Lizzie's not here, but Lizzie's due in August, so that'll be number 18 or 17 great grandchild. She's extremely proud of every one of them, and as I said, she knows every single one of them. Family, or I'm sorry, where are we? Faith, family, friends. Friends. So when you live to 97, all her friends are gone. But she's made all these new friends. She has her great friend Steve, who drives her to hairdressing appointments, nail appointments, different things. She has her great friend Lena, who's her hairdresser, and pretty much everywhere we go, everybody knows her. She's made friends starting back, when she first landed here. I think my mother would like to have, not that she would have given up her growing up in Providence, but she would have really loved to have been born and grew up here, because she probably would still have many more friends. But that, I know that these relationships that she has, they don't end. She's always developing new ones and carrying on in great fashion. And then fun. Anybody that knows my mother knows that she loves to have fun. She loves to dance. She loves to go to parties. I remember Gabe and Bridie's party, maybe it was a couple summers ago, and I'm not exactly sure what it was for, but it was. I brought her there. So it was about 11:30 at night. I'm like an hour ago. I was ready for bed. And there was a band playing. So I said, kind of looked at my mother and said, what do you think? She said, oh no, he's playing the Beatles right now. We're going to stay. So it stayed till 12 or 12:30. So anyway, that hopefully give you a little idea of who my mother is and how she lives her life. And I know that she was extremely, extremely grateful not only to be asked to be honored, but to be honored in the name of Doc and Joe Sorrentino. And I'm very grateful. Thanks for your attention, and have a good night.
That's quite a history of the woman who this scholarship is named after. And by the way, Tanner, I hope you read Marie's autobiography in there, because she was a star tennis player, in case you didn't see that in there, which is very interesting. But Lauren, I want to present this to you. I want to take a picture, and then, all right. One more. 1, 2, 3. And Lauren, why don't you tell us what you're going to be doing?
Well, I just want to say thank you to everyone who put this together, and definitely to the Toole family for choosing to honor me. I feel very lucky. And next year I will be attending the University of Massachusetts in Amherst, and I will be a biochem major on the pre-med track. So hopefully I'll be a doctor someday.
Wow.